June 12, 2026, Nasdaq. The rocket company became worth more than $2 trillion in one day. The company SpaceX. The ticker SPCX. The founder, well, all of you know him, Elon Musk. Now officially the world's first trillionaire. Tonight we discuss, is the number real or is this the biggest bubble Wall Street has ever inflated? So let's break it down fast. First, the headline versus the fine print. What does the headline tell us? The headline tells us $135 a share. $75 billion raised, the largest IPO in history, bigger than Saudi Aramco. Stock closed day one at $160.95, up 19%. Market cap, over $2.1 trillion. Well, for common Indians, that's more than 11 Reliance Industries put together in one company on day one. Let's look at the fine print now. Revenue 2025, $18.7 billion. Impressive number. But 2025 net loss, $4.9 billion. Total losses since 2002, $41.3 billion and counting. So one number up, one number deep in the red. Same company. Then the other fact, it's not just one company, it's actually three companies, one ticker. And this is what nobody's actually telling you. SpaceX isn't one business, it's three stitched together. First, connectivity. That's Starlink, $11.4 billion in revenue, the only profitable piece. Space, the rockets, Falcon, Starship, bleeding money. AI, artificial intelligence, well, Grok has been in the news for all the wrong reasons. X, after the XAI merger. So in just 3 months this year, it lost $2.4 billion. The total picture, Q1 2026, revenue $4.7 billion, net loss $4.3 billion. That's 91 cents lost for every dollar earned. So every dollar Starlink makes, the rest of this company actually burns too. Then there's the balance sheet bomb. Debt $29.1 billion. Of that, $20 billion is a bridge loan due within 6 months. Cash fell from $24.7 billion to $15.9 billion in 1 quarter. Price to sales ratio 109 times. For reference, Nvidia at its hottest best actually never got ever close to 100. EPS minus $2.94. No profit, no P, nothing to anchor this price to except faith. Now let's look at bull versus bear. What does each side have to argue? Well, the believers say Starlink subscribers 2.3 million to 10.3 million in just 2 years across 164 countries. Reusable rockets, 1 booster, 34 flights. That's real infrastructure and it's scaling. On the other hand, the skeptics say Starlink's revenue per user is falling. $99 to $81 to $66. They say the AI bet is unproven and bleeding cash. And that $20 billion bridge loan is actually due before any of Musk's Mars promises even get tested. So what do we have for the next 24 months? Well, there are 3 things to look at. 1. Does that $20 billion bridge loan actually get repaid? Or does SpaceX need more debt? 2. What happens when the lockups expire? When insiders are free to sell? Do they? 3. Does the AI segment's bleeding ever stop, or actually does it get worse? So there are 3 answers, 1 verdict. What's the verdict? What's the final take? Well, the final take is a little complicated. If you ask me, is it a fairy tale? Is it a mega bubble? To be honest, it's a mix of both. Starlink, yeah, that part's real. Profitable, growing, genuine infrastructure. But the stock isn't just pricing Starlink. It's pricing Starlink plus a loss-making rocket program, plus an unproven AI bet at over 100 times sales with $20 billion due in 6 months. There's zero room for error. None. Now 2026 was the celebration. 2027, 2028, that's when we actually find out if this was the start of something historic or this was the most expensive lesson in market history. We'll be watching every quarter. See you guys soon.